Hey, it's Carl from artofshred.com, and here I have a Epiphone Les Paul Special limited edition P-90. Now, I'm really excited about this, first of all. It's the cheapest P-90 guitar I think you can buy, and it was $151 approximately on sale at Musician's Friend. Subscribe to Riff City if you want those deals. And there's no information about this one on Epiphones' website. So the limited edition, I believe, is Musician's Friend Guitar Center exclusive. This was actually shipped to me from a local Guitar Center store, even though I bought it from Musician's Friend. You know how that works. In any case, so let's unbox it, take a look, do some first impressions, plug it in, see what it sounds like. But of course, if you want to see the actual full review, subscribe to Art of Shred, and we'll review it soon. So, well, soon for me, which means, you know, who knows. In any case, yeah, let me fix this camera angle here and open up this box. Let me fix that angle again so we can see this a little better. As is often the case with the Epiphones, you get a bunch of Epiphone stickers and the warranty card. And we've got a Allen wrench to adjust the bridge. Looks like that's the only Allen wrench, so no truss rod adjustment Allen wrench. So there we go. The Epiphone, let me get the exact name. Epiphone Les Paul Special 1 P-90 limited edition in worn TV yellow. And I'll be honest, on the website, this TV yellow looks really bright. But as you can see, I hope it comes across on camera, it's very muted. And I was expecting a really bright yellow, but I kind of like this. And it's all the same kind of muted color, the neck, everything. So let's take a look. And I'm really excited about these P-90s. So I hope they sound good. All right. First things first, we need to know, how is the fret sprout, or is there fret sprout? Happy to report, as is often the case, thank you Epiphone. Epiphone SG limited edition 1, also review on the channel if you want to check that out, and the Melody Maker E1 review on the channel if you want to check that out. I'll link them below. No fret sprout on any of those. I love that for beginners guitars. It pretty much automatically makes it that I can recommend a cheap guitar like this to a beginner when it doesn't have fret issues. Now, this might still have fret issues. I haven't checked as far as high frets and, you know, fret buzz and stuff like that, but fret sprout, that's a big one. So Epiphone, quality control, I love it. They have never let me down before, and I'm sure one day they will, but that's not today. Let's take these sticker, the plastic off these P-90s. Or one thing I want to do before I plug in is check the, you know what? I should tune it up first. Let me let me tune this bad boy up. All right, there we go. Let's check. Do we want to talk about the specs of this thing first? All right. Apparently a mahogany body and a gloss body finish. Man, I'll tell you, the Musician's Friend and Guitar Center listings so often have weird descriptions that I think are off. And yeah, that's not gloss, that's a matte finish. So, slim taper D neck, 24 3/4 inch scale length, obviously bolt-on, made in China, 22 frets, 1.68 inch at the nut, 12-inch radius on the fretboard, a P-90R in the neck, P-90T in the bridge, obviously 3-way switch, volume tone control. It's got that wraparound bridge, which both that Les Paul and that SG have. So yeah, those are the specs. And it says these soap bar pickups produce huge, fat single coil tones. So let's see. All right. Ooh, all right, it's out of tune already. Let's tune it back up. All right, now that's nothing to worry about. New guitar, new strings. Gotta let that, stretch them out, play them a little bit. You can either stretch them manually or play them a little bit. Obviously, if you've played guitar for a while, you know all that. So in my full review, you'll hear about how well it stays in tune. So again, subscribe for that. But oh yeah, and it is the slim taper D neck that the other Epiphones have. Reality is, this thing, basically all the really super cheap Epiphones, the ones between say 150, although that one was 111, Riff City, subscribe. That one was 150, this one was about 150. They're all regular price between like 159 and 200. And there's a few others in that range. I think all of them have the same neck, and it makes sense. They basically churn these things out, put different, slightly different features on them, and they're basically churning out a lot of the same guitar with slightly different, things, like different colors, pickups, but a lot of the stuff is the same. Same wraparound bridge, same neck. And this one also has the kind of the cheap plastic binding that the SG has on the neck. Or, yeah, it's cheap plastic binding. Actually, I think it's cheap painted binding. In any case, the binding So I'm just recording this, by the way, with this overhead mic here. So don't take any of the sounds as like gospel. Again, full review will have better sound demos, but I like how it sounds. Put that crunch back on. So there it is. Did I say it was made in China already? Yeah, I think I did. So yeah, made in China. Let's take a closer look at the headstock for you. I think it's the exact same neck, exact same headstock as the other cheap Epiphones I've reviewed. So it's basically, I think, what it comes down to for these guitars, the body shape, or as far as preference, like for, say you're buying a guitar to mod or for a beginner, something like that. A lot of it comes down to the body shape, and a lot of it comes down to the pickups. We've got humbuckers, we've got these single coils, and we've got these P-90s single coils. So yeah, right now I will say I like this. Still didn't check the important things. Or maybe they're not that important. Let's see what the height of these strings are. Yeah, so it's not super high, right at about 2 millimeters. Let me check that again. So totally respectable. I would drop it down a little bit still, but as far as if you got this out of the box, cool. Let's just check if we have any high frets or fret buzz. I'll check the rest for the full review, but so far no fret buzz. Let's just see if there is any high frets, but at this point I'm gonna say not really any high frets since we're not getting any fret buzz. I'll check the rest later. Slight high fret, not causing any fret buzz. When I drop the string height a little bit, it might, but so far, not bad at all. So the 13th fret seems to be a little bit high, but again, not causing any fret buzz, so that's not a real issue. Yeah, and again, that 13th fret, a little bit. But I gotta tell you, as far as so far, yeah, as always, really impressed with Epiphones quality control. No fret buzz at the 13th on the E strings, basically, either one. So, or no high fret. The fret isn't high on the E string on either one, but it is on the middles, all the middle strings there. So anyway, we'll go more in depth with that before I do the review. So there is the Epiphone Les Paul Special 1 limited edition. Epiphone Les Paul Special 1 P-90 limited edition in worn TV yellow. So far, again, this is not an official review, and of course, if I didn't say it already, plastic nuts, got the cheap tuners. Generally, I found with the other ones, they hold tune pretty well, so hopefully this one is the case as far as that goes. The nut looks like it's cut fine. there was no binding when I was tuning it up, so that's always nice. And one thing I like about this more than this other cheap Les Paul, this has some heft to it. It feels like a guitar to me. That one feels like paper. So anyway, so far happy with this. I love how P-90s sound, and I love how P-90s look too. They look cool. They're just cool looking pickups. What can I say? I like them. Should I stop rambling? Maybe. Yeah. Anyway, cool guitar so far. Subscribe if you want the full review, and see you next time.